The return of a beloved music show, Taeyang shows his wild side, and Boa announces her first comeback since leaving SM. I'm your host, Annie Oakley, and here's what's going on this week in K-pop. Some absolute banger releases this week, making my top pick choice the hardest it's been so far. Starting us off, ONEWE released WXW, or Wish with W, for their debut anniversary. This is a nice song, full of the usual fan-focused sentiment. I'm giving them extra points for using different wording than the usual fan songs, and also because this may be their last song. GOT7's Jin Young released Everlove, proving that I would listen to this man recite names out of a phone book. Because his voice is carrying the bulk of this song, the message is lovely, but it's missing that spice. Kama dropped their second digital single, Radical, and I kind of like it. The music, anyways. It does feel, at least visually and choreographically, we are copying pretty hard from ATEEZ's Adrenaline music video, and they don't have a monopoly on Dancing in the Desert, but the second location could have been literally anything else, and I would only have good things to say. Omega X's Junghoon released Don't Hold It, which was supposed to have a music video with it since we got teasers, but alas, it doesn't exist at the time of writing, despite it dropping on the 13th. However, that did lead me to watching the live performance, and he sounded amazing. IPQ, get your shit together. Flare U debuted with Way to You. This duo is made up of former Boys to Planet contestants Lee Yu and Woo Jin. I have nothing bad to say about this song. It feels relatively authentic to them. And I'll take a fresh but mature concept over a so-called hip-hop concept any day. Vocal group Sia dropped Stay, and I am obsessed with this music video. It just happens to fit the exact niche of what I like to see on the choreography front, from the second she starts dancing till the very end. They did also release a version with the members, but to me the dance version is better. ITZY returned with Motto, and I've seen some people saying this is reminiscent of older K-pop, and I don't disagree. I don't feel like it's a particularly interesting take on that though. Visually, I can't complain, the music video is great. Zero Base One returned with Ascend and the title track Top 5. I actually can't believe the song is only 2.5 minutes long because it's so balanced. There's not a single thing missing from this comeback despite the loss of members. Taeyang of Big Bang released Live Fast, Die Slow from his new album Quintessence. Minus points for the office worker aesthetic. It's being done to death and it does not work with Tae's image at all. And to me, this song sounds more like a GD song actually. Take that however you'd like. Taeyong of NCT dropped his first full album, Wild, with the title track of the same name, and all I can say is wow. This is a showcase of his talents and it does not disappoint. 10 out of 10, no note. I.O.I returned with Suddenly to celebrate their 10th debut anniversary, and as someone who's only really a fan of certain members from their existing groups and solo work, I thought it was lovely, if not a little forgettable. Zyker's newest EP, Route Zero The Aura, released with the title track Okay. Now, the last time I listened to a full Zyker song was Do or Die, and as it was a live performance, I felt like the rap line really let the group down, but there's none of that here. You can really see their growth with this song. It is so good, I'm actually interested to see where they go from here. TWS released All the Possibilities with a cute but definitely more mature music video. Conceptually, it feels like Spell's younger cousin who is well on their way to discovering their individuality. And last up, Big Ocean released Make It Up to You, a song for their fans over in Europe who missed out on seeing them live due to safety concerns. The turnaround for this was pretty quick. If you'll recall, we talked about that 2 weeks ago, and they clearly filmed this music video when they were in New York. Big Ocean, once again, doing it all for the fans. We love to see it. A seemingly never-ending list of comebacks this month. Starting us off is Astro's Yoon Sun Ha releasing his third mini-album No Reason with the title track IDK Me. Next up we'll have Monsta X's first official subunit, Shonu and Hyungwon, releasing an EP titled Love Me on the 21st. The teasers are so angsty, but oddly very fitting. Oh My Girl's Hyojung is having her first solo comeback that day. The digital single Purple Note will consist of 2 actual songs and the instrumental version of the title track. And finally, after teasing several new songs at his Coachella debut, SHINee's main dancer TAEMIN is dropping a single, Permission, on the 22nd. TAEMIN, if you're watching, please give us a rest. Jowls are waiting. Le Sserafim will be back with their second full album, Pure Flow Part 1, on the 22nd. The title track name is Boom Pala, which I don't want to assume that this song will sound like Blackpink's Boom Baya, but I would be severely shocked if it didn't. Actor An Hyo-sup is releasing a single with Khalid titled Something Special. Maybe after the release we'll get some info on how they know each other. Boyfriend is releasing their 15th anniversary mini album Voyager 6 on the 26th. This is another group that's mainly active in Japan due to being more popular there, so it looks like it'll be in Japanese. The former members of ZB1 plus former even member Yoo Seung-un will be re-debuting as a whole unit and double on the 26th with Sequence 01 Curiosity. Now, I have seen, I think, 3 different spellings for their names, and just like Idol, I'm going to need them to choose one and stick with it. Alpha Drive 1 is releasing a prologue single, No School Tomorrow, on the 26th, following the release of their song Freak Alarm in January. The final member of KARD to get a solo release is none other than JSEF. He'll be releasing his first EP spin-off on the 22nd. Member BM helped with production, just like the other members' projects. Former FX member and full-time actress Crystal is returning with new music on that day as well. I didn't really care for her last release, so let's hope PWLT is a different approach. Xlove has teased their new album cover before announcing the comeback titled I God on the 27th. Now that some teasers have dropped, I am so hyped for this. They look so good. I have to believe it's going to be amazing. I Did will return with Fly on that day as well. Again, with their teasers, we're getting a lot of nostalgic 90s filming vibes that I would like to see carried into the music video as well. Former April member Jin Sol is back again with her third EP, LE Mental, and no, I did not pronounce that wrong. The title track will be Too Cool to Be Grown-Ups, so there's clearly a theme here. Hype Princess will have their official debut simultaneously in South Korea and Japan on the 27th with the album 17.7. Heart of Woman is debuting on the 28th with Heartbite Legacy, and I'm already disinterested in this group because they are yet another rap group. Queen's Eye will have a comeback on the 28th with Prism Episode 2 and the title track Y2K. Just a reminder, the producers for this track have worked with the likes of IVE, aespa, and Kiki, so the expectations are high. Idol band ONEWE is having a comeback on that day as well, with their second single titled The Quiver. aespa will be back at the end of the month with their second album, Lemonade. They are also going on tour at the end of the summer, and tickets are already on sale. Former Golden Child member Tag, now going under the stage name Universe, is having his solo debut. I know there are worse names out there, but this one will make it hard to find him, something I wish these companies would take into consideration before signing off on these generic names. And at the end of the month, BoA is returning to the K-pop scene with Ain't No Hard Feelings on the 30th. This is a digital single, and I do hope she continues to rest properly from the surgery she had, which cut her final promotions for Crazier short prior to leaving SM. Short-form dramas seem to be picking up steam these days. As such, we have several to talk about this week. But first up, a reminder, Plave is hitting theaters with the movie version of their tour, Dash Quantum Leap. Showings start next month, but tickets are on sale already. Check out location info on the site plaveincinemas.com. Love Class 3 is the latest BL drama to release. The cast includes Ghost 9's Lee Woo-jin and Waker's Saebyul in starring roles. Episodes start airing on the 28th on Viki. Former Sonamu member Ji Soo-min will be in I Raised His Mistress's Daughter. She's starring in the role as the aforementioned daughter. It appears to only be available on Dailymotion, but I'm sure it'll make its round. Former Bestie and Exit member Na Hae-rang is starring as the female lead in My Puppy Returns as a Billionaire. It follows the story of a woman whose dog, in his final moments, possesses a chaebol in order to find a mate for his owner. You can find this on the Bigloo app, which I didn't know existed until looking up this show. The show, the music show, returns after previously announcing its cancellation last October. This revamp includes some changes to their voting system, including upping the percentage of international votes in the final tally. ONEWE's Park Ji-hoon is currently starring in the comedy drama Legend of the Kitchen Soldier. He plays the main character Kang Sung-jae. It's available on Viki and HBO Max. This is a full-length drama. And lastly, we have Teaching Practice, Idiot Girls, and School Ghosts 2, releasing in theaters. It's a direct sequel to the first one and stars former Secret member Han Sun-hwa, who is my personal bias, and Cosmic Girls member Yoram, who is also my personal bias. Europe is getting all of the good things this summer, it would seem, with the exception of AMERPS&ONE, who is on tour in the US at the moment. They'll be in Dallas on the 21st before continuing west to Cali, where they'll have several shows before the finale in June. OnePack started their Outshine tour in London on the 18th. They'll be making their rounds in the usual spots, so do check out their website to see where those are if you're interested in seeing them. Close Your Eyes will be doing a 3-show stint in Canada for their Beyond Your Eyes tour starting on the 22nd, and they recently announced US dates as well, though they aren't until October. Tickets do go on sale this month though through the JNB Global website. New Era will start their Catch the Wave tour in Berlin on the 27th, and Excenary Heroes is set to start their EU tour, The New Scene, on the 31st. Some spicy headlines you might have missed this week, and one sweet one. 101 is currently airing their reunion variety show. All is well and good, except for the repeated attempts from one of the producers to fat shame Park Ji-hoon. After one of the remarks, the show even went as far as to show a compilation of him eating normally. Netizens were quick to come to his defense, citing him being a normal weight at the moment and also having struggled with disordered eating in the past. I know they won't, but I have to say it anyways. Mnet, please fire this man. Soloist I.O.I and her current leading man, Byung-woo-seok, were made to apologize for the culturally insensitive inaccuracies in their drama Perfect Crown. And while I agree that using language and imagery that would imply your free country is still under colonial rule is not okay and makes you seem like a colonizer sympathizer, neither of these actors had a part in writing the story, so why they would apologize in addition to the production team, I don't know. And last but not least, A-Pink's Balmy and producer Rado got married over the weekend. Original group member Yu-kyung was in attendance, which was especially shocking considering that former member Naeun was not. But both Stacey and Unchild, the groups under Rado's label, were there to help celebrate the lovely couple as well as other industry guests. Almost everyone can be seen crying in the videos from this event, especially Rado, who wrote Teddy Bear for his now wife. With so many idol couples having some of the worst track records, it's nice to see what appears to be genuine love between two people. And that's it for This Week in K-Pop. Our top pick this week is Top 5 by ZB1. Let me know in the comments what yours is, and as always, like, subscribe, and ding that notification bell so you don't miss anything. Follow us on our socials so you can be notified when our Patreon goes live with exclusive talkbacks and subscriber-voted videos. Same time next week.